What's up? You already know it's King Combs. We on the way to start.
His son, Christian, aka King Combs, is now being sued, just like his father is. A woman filed a lawsuit against King, alleging that in late 2022, right before New Year's Eve, King her on a yacht, specifically.
The drama surrounding Diddy just keeps getting worse, and now his son, Christian, is at the center of the latest mess. Christian is already facing a lawsuit of his own, and rumors are swirling that he's ready to turn on his dad. Word is, Christian is considering spilling the beans on Diddy, even accusing him of forcing him to commit crimes. But it doesn't stop there. There are also whispers that Christian is threatening to expose Jay-Z's dirty secrets unless Jay steps in to help him avoid prison. Things are getting out of hand, and it seems like everyone connected to Diddy is scrambling to protect themselves. We've known for a while that Christian has a rebellious streak. Remember when he dropped that diss track taunting the feds? But now it looks like he's willing to go even further, possibly using explosive footage as leverage to save himself. Christian seems to be breaking free from Diddy's control, and the situation is spiraling. Fans are saying that if Christian has committed any crimes, he should face the consequences, just like his dad. But if he really has footage that could bring down some of Diddy's celebrity friends, things could get a lot crazier. Stay tuned, because this drama is far from over, and there's a lot more to unfold.
Jay-Z Theo or something? Is he like your uncle kind of low-key?
Yeah, that's my uncle right there.
You got some
In
powerful...
case you missed it, Christian Combs, also known as King Combs, has been acting out ever since the feds raided Diddy's homes back in March. Instead of laying low, Christian chose to stir things up. He dropped a diss track called Pickade, where he's taunting the feds and calling out people in the industry, like 50 Cent, for turning on his dad. In the song, Christian defends Diddy and even mocks the feds, suggesting they missed another house owned by Diddy during the raid. But that's not all. Christian also took shots at his dad's so-called industry friends who've turned their backs on him, rapping, "Don't bust no U-turns, cause we ain't forgetting it, and to all that switched, suck my D." He didn't stop there, either, taking a direct shot at 50 Cent, when all they had was 50, who put this city on the map. Stop lying, pops, and hated on by many men, and that's fine. They going to try to stop these MMs, and they going to die trying. Pull up to the south side, we locked and we got ties. Don't give an F about no blogs, cause we really outside. Things are getting even messier. Christian decided to take another shot at the feds, bragging about how they didn't check another house Diddy owns next to the mansion they raided. He rapped, "When them Fetty boys ran in both of our cribs, too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door, cause that's the one they missed." The feds definitely noticed Christian's diss track. Just days after it dropped, CNN released that explosive hotel surveillance video showing Diddy allegedly attacking Cassie. The footage, which is from 2016, backs up some of the claims Cassie made in her lawsuit against Diddy. While the video was likely going to come out at some point, the timing is curious, especially right after Christian mocked the feds. According to Diddy's ex-bodyguard, G-Deal, who has a law enforcement background, the release of the video might be the feds' way of responding to Christian's stunt.
And I don't believe that this cat would even put out some trash like that and really didn't know what he was doing. He's teasing the federal government. And I told y'all, the Southern District of New York do not play. So King Kong just put another battery in their back. And you see after he did that, something get leaked to the press. Do you notice that, right? As soon as he did that dump, talking about, well, we did this and we did that. We had this over here, y'all went to the wrong house. Some went to, he said, well, we gonna show you how wrong we are. Yo, CNN, run this. Action rolling. Don't play with the feds, bro. Cause you gotta realize this. They got a lot of time. All they gotta do is, all they got is time. Yo, they wanna sit there, people sitting up there, and they want something. See, people like a fix. They need that fix real quick. They want them to hurry up and charge Diddy. see what they got on him. The feds gonna take their time. It may take 6 months, may take a year, may take 2 years. They got up to 3 years to bring their case up. They got 3 years. So they checking everything about them. They gonna dot all the I's and cross all the T's.
But you feel like the feds, they released that video over King Combs' company.
Oh man, I've worked in law enforcement for 27 years, and I had the opportunity to see Hyde. It's a place where they have the state, the feds, NYPD, Department of Correction, and the state police. Yo, this place could be half of a basketball court. That's where they just got lines of computers with officers of all different people and officers just on the internet. Whoever's over that case, whoever's working that case, don't you know they saw that and took it to their boss? You might think it's petty, but it's not. You do not agitate a lion with a pork chop. And that's-
Diddy is behind bars, awaiting trial for serious crimes, but he's not the only one in the Combs family facing legal troubles. Christian is dealing with his own major legal issues, as he's been named in a lawsuit involving serious allegations. Christian's legal problems started back in February when producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed a lawsuit against Diddy, pulling Christian into the mix. Lil Rod claimed he had solid evidence that Christian was involved in supplying a woman with substances and assaulting her. While Lil Rod didn't give all the details at first, he hinted that a formal complaint would be filed soon. And he wasn't just talking. A few months later, the alleged victim, Grace Omar, filed a bombshell 31-page lawsuit in Los Angeles, naming both Christian and Diddy as defendants. According to Omar's lawsuit, the attack took place in December 2022, while she was working as a crew member and bartender on a yacht Diddy and his family had rented. What was supposed to be a fun family trip allegedly turned into a wild, party-filled event with Diddy's friends and ex-workers. Omar claims that on December 28th, Christian pressured her into taking a shot of tequila, and then used that as an opportunity to assault her. She suspects the drink was spiked with something. Omar isn't just suing Christian, she's also holding Diddy accountable, accusing him of helping cover up the attack. Christian and Diddy's lawyer quickly denied the claims, calling the lawsuit full of lies and irrelevant facts. But here's the thing, this is the same response Diddy's team gave when Cassie first filed her lawsuit, calling her claims false and accusing her of trying to get money. And now look where we are. To make matters worse for Christian, Omar has audio recordings that back up her claims. According to reports, the recording from the yacht shows Grace telling Christian, "You don't touch my legs like that," after he allegedly made an inappropriate move on her. Christian responds, "Listen, you and everybody in the crew," and when she tries to leave, he reportedly says, "Who can I talk to? I'm going to say I requested you right now," as if he could demand her presence. The situation allegedly escalates from there, with Christian pushing her to take the shot, and things turning much worse after that. Now, this isn't just a huge problem for Christian, it's also a mess for Diddy, since it all happened on his yacht, in his studio, and under his watch. But even with this serious lawsuit hanging over him, Christian isn't staying quiet. Instead of keeping a low profile, he's allegedly threatening to expose celebrities who've distanced themselves from Diddy during his legal troubles. At the top of his list? Jay-Z. According to rumors, Christian is ready to spill the tea on all the stars who've turned their backs on Diddy now that the pressure is on. Christian, who's been around these celebrities since he was a teenager, likely has plenty of dirt on them. But it doesn't stop there. Word is, Christian is considering turning on his dad to save himself. He might have some incriminating footage of Diddy that he's thinking of handing over to the feds in exchange for a lighter sentence. If Christian does this, it could be his chance to avoid jail, but it would also put the spotlight back on Diddy and potentially take him down. Fans are split on what Christian should do. Some say he has every right to protect himself if his dad dragged him into illegal activities. Others argue that Christian is an adult and should be held accountable if he committed crimes. But if he does decide to turn on Diddy, it could mean Christian walks free, and the focus shifts to his father instead. Either way, This is getting messy, especially since Christian, who once defended his dad, might now be the one to bring him down. Christian has also made it clear in interviews that Jay-Z is like family to him. He's even said that Jay is the first person he goes to for advice in the industry, after his dad. In fact, he's called Jay-Z his uncle. So it's no surprise that Christian might feel comfortable bringing him into the drama. The whole situation is spiraling, and with Christian possibly holding footage that could expose a lot of people, it's unclear where this will all end.
Besides your dad, who's like a big homie in the rap game that you look to for like advice, or when it comes to like if you need to go to somebody for maybe your dad's busy closing $1 billion deal or something?
Yeah, I would say Hove. Before I dropped this song, we had to talk, and that inspired me a lot. So.
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
I just love how you just threw that out there, like, yeah, Hove.
Nah, facts. That
what did the talk entail?
You said what?
What was the talk about?
Talk was definitely worth the money. You know how they was like, yo, would you take the talk or the money? It was definitely worth it. You just saying, like, to believe in yourself and just always, like, follow, like, what's in your heart. And not what no one else is saying or anything you do. What's in your heart.
So your advice would be, say no to the 500 grand and take the dinner with Hove.
Definitely take the dinner with Hove.
Do you think so?
Sure.
Was this over the phone or in person?
It was in person.
That's so fire.
Yeah.
Like, do you call it like Jay-Z Theo or something? Is he like your uncle kind of low-key?
Yeah, that's my uncle right there.
You got some powerful uncles.
Jesus.
You gotta get Hove on. You gotta bring him, like, he's on the new Khaled album. So you gotta get him on your album.
Man, that would be crazy.
He's on the Khaled album.
I hope you see this. Need a verse.
Diddy has always had a close bond with Jay-Z, often calling him family. He's even said that. Aside from his mom, Jay is the only one allowed to call him by his real name, Sean. Recently, Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, called out Jay-Z for staying quiet about the ongoing allegations against Diddy. Gene didn't stop there. He also hinted that Jay and Diddy might be closer than just business partners.
Has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced what he has done. I haven't heard one of them. I have not heard one person denounce. Well, man, let God handle it. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. If that was your daughter, would you let God handle it? All those people, they ain't denounced him. They ain't definitely, they can't come forward and say, yo, I support him. Because it would mess up their brain. It would mess up their brain. Jay-Z, we the only one can call each other Sean. Jay is the only one could call me Sean. I'm the only one can call him Sean. Get the hell out of here. If that ain't no fun boy stuff.
Jay-Z hasn't been shy about showing his friendship with Diddy either. Diddy's a regular at Rock Nation's annual brunches, and when Diddy received his Lifetime Achievement Award from BET in 2022, Jay was right there to support him. He even recorded a special message for Diddy, praising how Diddy inspired him to never take no for an answer. While Jay-Z hasn't been named in any of the lawsuits against Diddy, there's a lot of talk in the industry suggesting that these two might have more in common than people realize. In fact, Jaguar Wright recently stirred things up in an interview, claiming that Jay might actually be worse than Diddy, but the difference is that Jay is much better at keeping things under wraps.
Murder is worse. He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy. Just lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30.
Jay-Z's shady business dealings might not be the only reason he's trying to distance himself from Diddy. There's talk that Jay could be connected to some serious cover-ups, and word on the street is that Diddy has the receipts to back it up. This involves Kathy White, who was rumored to be Jay-Z's mistress and tragically met a mysterious end in 2011, just days after Beyoncé announced she was pregnant with Blue Ivy. According to Jaguar Wright, Diddy allegedly has a tape that shows Kathy's death in September 2011. Celebrity blogs at the time reported on the tragic death of a woman named Kathy Karina White, identifying her as Jay-Z's rumored lover. One article from Hot 107 suggested she died from an aneurysm, but also hinted that she was facing some intense media attention right before her death. This was especially after gossip blogger Hatweet King exposed her alleged affair with Jay-Z. The rumors about Kathy and Jay-Z started when she and model Claudia Jordan were seen partying in Las Vegas at the Toa nightclub, sitting with both Jay and Diddy. Initially, when the gossip about Kathy's rumored fling with Jay-Z first broke, it didn't get much attention. But then, Kathy's sudden death made headlines in September 2011, just as Beyoncé revealed her pregnancy at the VMAs. And that's when things took a shocking turn.
In the future, you know, it's like you see it before it happens.
Kathy White's true killer is going to be unveiled. And it's not a man. And that woman died screaming.
Anything else?
Yeah. Show him the tape, Diddy. You got it.
Oh, man,
That might buy you a little time. You should probably stop looking for plastic surgeons. Looking for a new life, new face. We're gonna hang you high. Jay-Z too. Beyonce too. And we're gonna round up all the family. See, I love a good gay man.
Remember when Lil Rod filed his lawsuit against Diddy and revealed that Diddy allegedly had hidden cameras set up around his homes? It wasn't just for fun, apparently it was for shady blackmail purposes. Then, the Washington Times reported that during the raids, Homeland Security supposedly seized 250 cameras from Diddy's properties. Now, here's the twist: as soon as the drama with Cassie's lawsuit started, Jay-Z quickly distanced himself from Diddy, acting like he barely knew him anymore. So could Jay-Z be one of the people Christian was calling out in his diss track, where he slammed everyone who turned their backs on his dad? Word on the street is that Christian has been reaching out to his Uncle Jay, asking him to publicly support Diddy. And get this, Christian reportedly even hinted that if Jay doesn't come through, he might spill some serious secrets about the Carters. But let's be real, if Christian really sees Jay as his uncle, he should know by now that Jay-Z's loyalty has always been to himself. So it's safe to say Christian isn't getting any help from Jay-Z anytime soon. That's why sources close to Christian are saying he might make the ultimate move, flipping on his own dad. Christian is reportedly terrified of facing prison over his own sexual assault lawsuit. And if it comes down to it, he'd rather cooperate with the feds and walk free than end up in a cell with his father. What do you think? Do you believe Christian would turn on Diddy if things got serious, or will he stay loyal to his dad? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for the next video.